All right, so this is skill NQN. This is compare and contrast information, informational passages. So this is a story that has information in it, and you're going to try compare and contrast. So compare means things that are the same, and contrast means that they have things that are different. So I'm going to read this passage. Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington are two men who helped shape jazz music into what it is today. Both men were born around 1900. Louis was an expert trumpet player. On the other hand, Duke played the piano. Both men led bands and each had a long, successful career. So next, based on the text or what we just read, sort the phrases by whether they describe Louis Armstrong or Duke Ellington or both. So I look back, and the first person it talked about, it said both of them, but then it said Louis. Louis played the trumpet. So Louis is the trumpet player, so you would click Louis Armstrong and put it there. And then Duke Ellington played the piano, so you would drag played piano to Duke Ellington. And then the last one is they both lived in the 1900s, so you would drag that over to here to both. So the key idea is authors often compare and contrast two things in their writing. To compare is to show how two things are alike. When authors compare, they often use signal words such as like, same, both, also, and to. To contrast is to show how two things are different. When authors contrast, they often use signal words such as unlike, different, only, but, and while. Read the passage again. Look at the words in bold. They can help you figure it out, how the author compares and contrasts Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington. Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington are two men who helped shape jazz music into what it is today. Both men were born around 1900, so that would go under both. Louis was an expert trumpet player. On the other hand, Duke played the piano. Both men led bands, and each had a long, successful career.